We'll see in just a bit. Thanks. Well, the weather is making hitting the roads challenging for seasoned drivers, but imagine actually learning to drive in these conditions. For some, it's a reality. WSBT-22's James Fillmore is live in St. Joseph County tonight. And James, you roll along with two students learning to drive today.
Both of them are teenagers, Rick. They're eager to get their licenses, but first they have to get enough driving hours. Now, they enrolled in the Hoosier Driving Academy in Plymouth, and today they got to put their skills to the test.
Crystal White is 16 years old. She was the first to get behind the wheel in the snow.
I don't really like it, but it's something I'll have to get used to, I guess.
So put it in reverse.
The students drove through the streets of Plymouth, learning to use their judgment about when it's safe to turn onto another street and how to approach intersections with mountains of snow blocking the view, among other things.
We learned to slow down like before we usually do, and then to just steady take off so that you can get through the snow and you don't get stuck.
Phil Scott is their instructor. He's worked with driver's ed students for about 15 years.
There are times that I fear for my life. We get a variety of drivers from kids that drive very well to kids that have never driven before.
Some other driving schools canceled for the day, saying conditions were too dangerous. Scott says they monitor the weather constantly. He says it's like being a superintendent of a school district. You have to decide to cancel, delay, or in this case, drive.
There are days that I have to cancel class when I think it's too dangerous to be out there driving. But they're going to be driving in days like this soon, and they need to get practice.
15-year-old Brandon Smith also had the chance to practice driving in the snow. He actually likes it and thinks it's fun, but he also understands the responsibility that comes with driving.
It's not that bad, just if you do your turns right, don't put too much gas in it, and just be safe.
Treat that like you do a blind intersection.
Well, Scott says there is no law in Indiana that requires students to drive in the winter, but they do have to have at least an additional 50 hours of practice driving. So they're hopeful that parents and guardians will make sure that some of that driving is in the snow and during the winter. Now, in the summer, Hoosier Driving Academy does let their students in the summer try to simulate driving in the winter, but that driving instructor says it just does not compare to the real thing. Live in St. Joseph County, James Fillmore, WSBT 22 News.